Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Critical Reactions with your host, Bryan. Today we're going to be starting our new theme for the week, which is popular requests, and all five of these songs have double-digit requests in my request spreadsheet. So they're all going to be very popular things that a lot of people are looking forward to, and some of these people have been looking forward to for a very long time. Today's reaction is to Mr. Bungle, which, as you can see, some of these are from 4 and 5 months ago. And I think my channel's only like 4 or 5, 6 months old, so this has been requested since the beginning of the channel. We have requests from Andre Lars, Jesus. I guess I should just stop there. Jesus requested Mr. Bungle. Good enough reason for me. Bot Years, Michael Sprague. Dilemma Blue, Fried French Fries, Apoplexia, Mario Wano, Master Tonberry, Wahilili, R. Midthen, Quentin Decaro, Mark Wilson, James Rollon, Backwards Brain Labs, Play Show, Senna Days, ZMC, and Pisces Freak 1. If I mispronounced any of those, I apologize. But yeah, so this is something that, a lot of people have definitely requested. There was quite a few songs that people were wanting me to do. I picked Carousel. It was picked the most times, and I think ZMC also said anything off the self-title, which I believe this comes off of. So this was sort of like a vote for Carousel. So yeah, let's get into this. Let's see what this legendary Mr. Bungle is all about. Lots of requests for this. Alright, right off the bat, amazing stuff. Very playful. All of this is just real fun. So yeah, lots of elements in here. We got some jazz, we got some hip hop. Maybe even a little bit like experimental, avant-garde, a little bit of pop influence. Okay, so really cool vocal harmonies there. Just really funky bass lines, guitar parts. I mean, just everything about this is just like a fun, jazzy, psychedelic carnival. A little bit of a metal thing going on here. I have no idea where this is going, and I'm excited. All these little build-ups into nothing. I'm loving it. This vocalization is just amazing. Hey guys. That is the best metal I've ever heard in a song. It fits with what's going on narratively. So good. All right, so a nice little 8-bit jingle there at the end to close that out. All right, so Mr. Bungle, you guys have my attention, even though I understand that this is some old stuff, and I think I remember seeing somewhere that they are not together anymore, I think. So I guess you got my attention a little too late. That's on me. But I am here for all of this. This was just fantastic stuff. It's either an episode ago, 2 episodes ago, something like that, fairly recently. I said something along the lines that I really enjoy novelty in music, even though I understand that's more of a thing that you can only get on your first listen to something. After you've listened to something once, you can't have the floor swept or the rug swept out from under you. You can't be surprised. You know it's coming, but I still like that novelty of ruining my anticipations. I see where you're going, you're building up towards something, and then you flip the script and do something completely different. And at least this song, perfect for that. Like start to finish, I had no idea anywhere that we were gonna go. If they would have went to I don't know, some sort of like samba feel, I would not have been surprised. It would not have felt out of place. This song could have went anywhere, and it would have just been what's going on. It's not like I would have felt it was out of place or on character to the track. And I think that that sort of uncertainty might be a little bit of their kind of like the backbone of their musical ideas. Um, unless, I mean, I guess this could be a one off, but with so many people telling me I should listen to this, I feel like it's a good introduction to the band itself. And that's kind of the underlying idea. It does have a lot of jazz and ska sort of influences to it. It is a heavier rock sound, utilizing mostly brass instrumentation and guitars. So they kind of use that basis to introduce this idea that the band is a ska band, but at the end of the day, I don't think they are. At least with this song, I'm getting more of an avant-garde experimental feel out of them, where they could pull off any genre and they don't really fit into any genre because of that. Um, and that's probably the best thing I could say about Mr. Bungle is that they don't fit into a genre and they're willing to do anything and go anywhere with their music. And that to me is a big that's big praise, but I also think that their ability to kind of keep everything comprehensible uh, also is something that they should be praised for. This is obviously a song that kind of I'm not really sure what the lyrics were about, but there's definitely the element of the circus or a fair. And the cover art's not helping with it being a clown. That's definitely something that's tying into the themes and motifs, a visual way of kind of combining that with the auditory aspects. But you have the laughing, the clown laughter that's just paced or placed throughout the entire song. You have the idea of the fair ride and getting sick on it. And there's definitely this entire circus or fair element to the track, and it's reminiscent everywhere. I also like the idea of having so many voices going on simultaneously saying all sorts of stuff. There was several aspects where it felt like I was in a large public setting. um, I don't know if that was done on purpose. I don't know if those voices were used for a different effect, maybe to create some sort of idea of mental instability, having all these voices talking to you. That, I mean, all the voices sound like they came from the same person, so there's definitely that aspect that it could be, but without knowing the story that's going on in the lyrics. The carnival theme motif, or carnival and fair motif, kind of it bleeds through into that idea of having all these voices around you, sometimes being whispers, getting these incomplete sentences, not really eavesdropping, but all of this noise coming in from your surroundings. Definitely like a big public event. So, yeah, I mean, and it all just really ties together very cleanly, and cohesively, despite all these random elements. The distorted guitar coming in out of nowhere, the distorted guitar buildup into jazz ska stuff again. I mean, it's just it's incomprehensible, yet still a cohesive whole that doesn't lose any sort of identity. And it's fascinating how they can do this. A lot of bands run with the, let's be random idea, and you end up feeling, you get these songs that are very segmented. It kind of reminds me of Between the Buried and Me, where even though I appreciate what they did, we did, I don't even remember what the song was called. Answer the Sky, is that Between the Buried and Me? I enjoy this song, I really do, but because they were flipping the script, doing all this unexpected stuff, but without that cohesive identity, you got this song that was like, we're doing this section, then this section, then this section, then that section, and it's very split up. It's a segmented piece of work, piece of art. And this one, they Mr. Bungle was able to create a unified sort of chaos, where even though it's chaotic, even though you have no idea what's going on, even though the rug is constantly being pulled out from under you, you're still able to kind of see this whole picture. Every piece of the song supports each other, and that's real impressive that they can do that. I am stoked to listen to more of this stuff. um, I'm even kind of interested in their earlier works just in context. I believe this album came out in 97, 99. I remember it was late 90s, when I did a little bit of research earlier. And I'm just even trying to put this into what I was listening to in the late 90s. And this is just, to me, this is modern. This is modern experimental music, and it's stuff that I found out way later in my life, and I can't even picture this type of music coming out at that point in time. It's just wild to think about that. And I mean, that's pretty cool. Just like I said, I'd like to listen to a lot of the other stuff and just kind of put it into context in my timeline and just see how many of these, I almost want to say, revolutionary ideas showed up in future bands. How many people were inspired by this? Um, yeah, it's just so much good stuff in here. Yeah, this is where you guys come in, though. Mr. Bungle, let me know what you guys thought. I got plenty of requests for songs, but if you'd like to drop more down there, go for it. I can always use more requests. And if you haven't heard these guys before, what did you think? Is this just too chaotic? Did you enjoy this? Are you going to be checking out the rest of their stuff? Let me know down in the comments. While you're down there, make sure you like, subscribe, and ring the bell. And if you'd like, you can check out my Twitter or my Patreon. Links are in the description. And I'll be back tomorrow. 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as usual, with the next episode in this week's theme of popular requests. Until then, you guys stay safe out there and have a fantastic morning, afternoon, or evening whenever you choose to watch my videos.